process, and everybody's getting in on the ground floor. COVID kind of slowed us down a little bit because we had some momentum, but maybe it didn't slow us down that much. As you look around, you see the building in the background, and what's going to be the jail, and that's going to be an apartment complex and condos. You see the Hudson Project, which is a building over from us. It's going to be the second tallest building in the city, next to the Renson. So I'm excited to see what the city can do moving forward. I think we're finally getting on that track that our parents thought that we were getting on in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s. I think we're finally getting on that track and that path.
And, Braylon, you had mentioned COVID, and there's really no way to prove this, but just a general feeling. Prior to COVID, I don't think there was a city in the country
that was booming,
as hot as it was and as cool as it was to do business or live downtown or bring your company downtown than the city of Detroit. And COVID did put a halt to all that stuff, but you feel like it is coming out of that slightly when you come down here and see the vibe on this Friday afternoon.
It did. Obviously, when the city filed bankruptcy in 2009 or 2010, a lot of people, that stuck with them. That's all they see. They didn't see the way the economy responded in 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. So it's good for us to see that. I have so many of my friends that were moving in. I was seeing guys randomly at events down here, at stores, at whole markets, at Whole Foods. I'm like, don't you live in California? No, we moved in town. A lot of people were coming from Cali to Detroit, from Chicago to Detroit. That's why you see the boom in Indian Village, which is down the street from where you live at Sherwood Forest by DGC Golf Course. So I think Detroit is back on that track, man. I can't wait. I'm tired of telling the people about what Detroit is. We're just going to show you in the years to come.
That's what's up. Braylon, 4 o'clock today. Somebody's going to have a chance to win $1,000.
No, they're not.
No,
they're not.
Tell us about what's going to happen here today on this basketball court.
So today at 4 o'clock after we get off the air, there's a three-point contest. Challenge the pro. Now, I may not be an NBA pro, but I'm some form of pro. Three-point contest. You get 30 seconds to beat my initial score. Now, my first score is going to be the baseline for the contest. So if you beat that score, then you get a chance to get into the finals. And whoever wins out of the guys in the finals, they get to see me in the finals for a chance to win $1,000. Now, I don't know about you. $1,000 goes a long way for anybody.
I mean, can I enter? Can I play you? I heard because I was an employee of Woodward Sports Network that I cannot join. I see Iafrady over here he was chomping at the bit to get into this contest here today. Let me see that.
Well,
I got moves.
What I would say is to you and Jeff Iafrady, I would say I wouldn't get in so you embarrass yourself, because I don't want to have to embarrass you. See, the kids, I may play around the kids. I may take a liking to a young man or a young girl and say, you know what, I want that person to beat me. But you two clowns, I will smash you.
All right.
Hulk smash.
Sounds good. Hey, you want to talk a little sports?
I guess, if we have to.
Let's do that. We are going to talk a little sports. Braylon, the Lions and their players and coaches making waves in the city of Las Vegas in the sports betting world. Tell you all about that. I'm sure if you haven't heard about it, everybody loves the Lions this year. And I guess what I'd ask you, Braylon, is there real legitimate reason to think that Dan Campbell, DeAndre Swift, and the Detroit Lions as a whole
Look at this guy.
Will have a good Oh, Darren McCarty
there's a Detroit legend
here. That's right. Look at D-Mac down here on a Friday afternoon. We are going to take a break. Come right back. When we do, we're talking Lions. But first, a message from Cintron.
It's in one of these 1,000 reads out there. What's up, big guy? Hey, this big bro right here.
On Big D Energy, I usually put them in mine. They got teachers.
No, you know what it is? Maz isn't here today, so I got extra ones today.
We all got
Cintron is the official. Hey, Cintron is the official energy Kahoot. The Red Wings. Speaking of Red Wings, talking about to a 4-time Stanley Cup winner, D-Mac. Cintron has combined all three of their delicious flavors into a limited edition 6-pack sampler box. Try Cintron's great tasting cranberry. That's my favorite. The regular and the sugar-free. Pre-order your Cintron 6-pack sampler today at CintronWorld.com/Red Wings. Get energized with Cintron. Let's go, Red Wings.
Let's go.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
When you need apparel, there's only one place to go. Big Frog in Novi. With no setup fees, no artwork fees, no minimum, and a 24-hour turnaround, you can have your whole team outfitted in no time. Embroidery, direct-to-garment, vinyl, and screen printing, Big Frog has it all in all the styles you want. So whether it's a sports team, fundraiser, school event, or corporate needs, Big Frog is your one-stop destination. Visit bigfrog.com/Novi or call 844-4-BIG-FROG.
Do you think you have what it takes to beat the professional at the Monroe Street Midway today, 4 o'clock? Come on down. I'm talking about $1,000 will go to the winner. 30 seconds to make as many threes as you can. Get your Steph Curry on, man. Come down here and beat me. Hey, I'm just a football player. But don't take that too serious because I can shoot the blood out the pill. Come on down and have fun. Also, Monroe Street Midway is popping. They got roller skating. They got basketball. They got Foursquare. They have concessions. They also have the lawn for the concert. Come on down and hang out at Campus Marcy, Monroe Street Midway.
Speaking of Monroe Street Midway, we got these nice
Sponsored by
towels
Bedrock,
here.
by the way.
Absolutely. Very happy to be downtown in the heart of it all here in the city of Detroit. Ryan Armani, Braylon Edwards, Woodward Sports Network, the entire Bottom Line team, and beyond here downtown. Braylon, we're talking a little Lions, okay? Right. Now, this has been one of the things that's been talked about throughout the week. The Detroit Lions are the most bet over team in the NFL this year, over their win total, over 6.5 wins. Dan Campbell is the most bet on head coach to win Coach of the Year, and DeAndre Swift is the running back that is taking a lot of money as well on winning the rushing title. First off, big picture.
Where you want to start?
That's kind of where I wanted to ask you. Big picture take on all of the love that the Detroit Lions are getting in the first place.
Well, I think it's well deserved. I think if you see where the Lions were last year going into training camp versus now a year later after Brad Holmes has had his first 2 drafts, first season as Dan Campbell has been a head coach now for the Detroit Lions, I think you're seeing the continuity. You're seeing the team. They were chomping at the bit to stay and hurry up and get back in February so they can start off-season training. You see the guys commenting on each other's posts, and we've talked about that. Guys are very supportive of each other. Guys are traveling together. Guys are working out together. So that says a lot. Guys want to be here. We talked to Tracy Walker. You talked to Tracy Walker. And remember, the main thing is you saw how excited he was to hurry up and get back, how excited he was to sign that deal with the Detroit Lions. Talked about Dan Campbell. So I think there's a lot of belief in the guy, that there should be a lot of belief in the guy. I think he's turning this franchise around. Now, I'm not trying to have people drink the Detroit Lions Kool-Aid because it has been 67 years of Detroit Lions Kool-Aid. I never partake in it. But it's different this time around because you have an owner in Sheila Ham that is on the same page as the GM, Brad Holmes, who's on the same page as the coach, Dan Campbell. So everybody wants to be here. It's the first time you've seen that in a very long time. So, no, people shouldn't take it with a grain of salt. This is a real deal.
You know, as far as coaches go, and we could probably stay away from the actual win total per se because, look, I've said it a million times. I don't know how much more I can say it before the season starts that I really do believe the Lions are a 10-win team this year. And you could take that for what it's worth out there. Braylon, you disagree, but 100%. I don't. 100%. But that 100% is a softening 100%.
It is. It is because initially when the overs came out, I mean, the overs hadn't just come out. They came out a while ago, and I said they were going to be a 5-win team. I said, but they will increase. They will get better. They will be in more games this year. I think they will be in all 17 games, maybe with the exception of the Buffalo Bills game. But as it's getting closer, you're starting to see the line continuity. You're starting to think about what DeAndre Swift can do in that running back field, as well as Reynolds, as well as Jamal Williams. You see the weapons that Goff has. You see Goff's energy has changed. When he's doing interviews, like Goff is no longer kind of humble and meek and meager and chill. He's standing up. He's got his chest poked out, got hands on his hips. He said, hey, I think we could do some things this year. You look at the NFC North. I mean, it's up for grabs. You talk about Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is still there. But he lost Devontae Adams, which is an extreme weapon. They lost Zadarius Smith, which was their best player on defense next to Jaire Alexander, which is their cornerback. You talk about the Browns. The same way we look at the Browns, they look at us. So I'm like, we can beat the Browns. I think we can beat the Packers. I believe we can stay in the game with the Vikings. So in terms of the win total, I still think it's going to float somewhere between 5 and 7. But they're going to be in every game, and you're going to see a better team. They luckily were in the game last year against the Ravens. This time around, that won't be luck. It'll be the team.
So I could head coaches. Everybody's got the X's and O's, man. Everybody's got them. It's who can lead men.
They're jamming over here, man.
That really get the most out of your team. Who can keep a team together Who are you playing for that you want to run through a brick wall for? Dan Campbell does seem to be one of those guys. I like Dan Campbell. We did this yesterday at the end of the show. I believe the average win total for Coach of the Year awards was about 11.5.
Yeah, about 11.5. Except for Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson's the only person that didn't win 10 games. In fact, he won 7 games coming off that 1-15 year in 1991.
Yeah, the only head coach ever to win a Coach of the Year award with a losing record, Jimmy Johnson. But, I think so many people were shaking their head a little bit when Dan Campbell got hired. And now I think, as the information that we have anyway,
right.
I mean, without playing this season yet, I think most people believe he's a pretty damn good coach.
He's a pretty good coach because one thing I've paid attention to in watching him last season, in terms of watching him in the offseason this year, is he does a great job of being honest with his players, but he's not afraid to have that conversation. And I feel like his players are buying in. It's all about players buying in. I remember when I was with Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan could get you to do anything. Pete Carroll, another guy, could get you to do anything because he believed in his players. His players believed in him. If you have that with the players, it's tough to beat a guy, a leader of men, and he's that. And I think above that, because so many people say, well, he's a leader of men, he's a good guy, and guys want to fight for him, but what about the other things, the intangibles? Look at that coaching staff. Antoine Randall is a Super Bowl winner at the wide receiver position. Who does he coach? Coaches the wide receivers. Deuce is one of the best running backs in the NFL at the time when he played. Who does he coach? He coaches the running back. You look at Mark Brunell. I played with Mark Brunell when I was with the Jets. Mark Brunell is a guy. He's the best quarterback of all time in Jacksonville Jaguars history. He's the quarterback coach for the Detroit Lions. And then you look at Aaron Glenn and what he's able to do. So I just think that staff is full of guys that get it, they know it, they want it, they're gritty, and they're going to grind for the city.
I can't wait for the hard knocks.
Yeah.
Because I think the coaching staff, that coaching room, is going to be every bit as exciting and interesting and lifelike than the players.
It would be fun. You know what it would be fun to do? Because they're a little older now. But it would be fun to have a flag football game set up with just the coaches in the NFL. Because like you say, I don't think there's a coaching staff in the NFL that can compete with ours.
You look at the NFC North, the quarterbacks aside, head coaches aside, with Mike Zimmer out of the division now, I think Dan Campbell, well, man.
Watch it.
I know.
Watch it.
I know. Look, LaFleur has had a couple of 13-win seasons. You can't deny that.
He had 3, to be honest.
3 straight.
Yeah.
He's also had the best quarterback in the division.
Yep.
And he has also been miserable in the playoffs when coaching matters a whole hell of a lot, too. I guess what I'm trying to tell you, Braylon, is if you look at the division, the Lions aren't really outmanned in terms of a coaching staff in the division. Because I always say, you got to beat 3. You got to have a better record than 3 other teams in your division to win a championship. And I think the Lions are not overmatched at that position in terms of head coach and coaching staffs as a whole.
So everybody knows that I got the Vikings winning the division this year. I believe the Vikings are poised and ready. Now, with that being said, I'll go back to what you said. Last year, the Detroit Lions were in position to beat the Vikings both times. Both times. And they gave one of those games away. Last year, the Lions were in position to beat the Bears both times. Both times. And they gave those games away. And obviously, they did beat Green Bay 1, but Aaron Rodgers only played the first half. If you just look at that was last year. Insert this year. Insert a full season. Insert a full offseason. Insert Aiden Hutchinson. Insert Jameis Williams. Insert DJ Chark. Insert Charles Harris now playing alongside of Romeo Okwara, playing alongside of Aiden Hutchinson. Look at the other side of the ball. Guess who's back? Frank Ragnow's back this year, which gives us one of the best offensive lines, definitely the most expensive offensive line in football, but one of the best offensive line in football. DeAndre Swift is healthy and poised. They can compete with anybody in this division, and that's why I say they will compete against everybody this season, and that's what you got to pay attention to. Sometimes wins and losses, they don't necessarily tell the true story. Pay attention to how these guys are in the games from first quarter to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Guys, I want to take a break, come right back. When we do, we're talking about DeAndre Swift. How good can this player be? Can he be a top 6 guy at that position in the NFL? Because he's got the talent. Can he stay on the field? Is that his biggest hindrance? Is his health? I'll ask Braylon that. Get your guys in as well on the chat. We'll do it. We are live from the Monroe Street Midway here in the heart of downtown Detroit. But first, a message from Guardian Alarm. They're your local security experts, have been for over 90 freaking years. Whether it's your home or your business, whether you're home or on the road, they're 24/7 local monitoring. Make sure what is important to you is safe. For more information, call 1-800-STAY-OUT. That's right, Fish. Tell them 1-800-STAY-OUT.
Stay out of here. Get out of here.
Get out. Stay out. Stay the hell out.
Sean Jordan from the Sports Marketing Agency. And SMA wouldn't be who we are without our amazing partners.
Thank you so much, Sean. You know, at Detroit Wayne, we want to serve as a resource for you and your families. We offer mental health services, substance use disorder services throughout our communities, and we want to be that source and resource within the community.
If you or a loved one are suffering from a mental health or substance abuse issue, please don't hesitate to call 1-800-241-4949.
New to the game or a season better? OddsTrader.com has everything you need to make the right bet ahead of kickoff. Begin your handicapping journey with OddsTrader. Improve your edge by finding the best price on every game from sportsbooks in your backyard. Take advantage of the numerous sign-up bonus offers to pad your bankroll. Dive into key game statistics, player performance, and even account for the projected game day weather. Best of all, you can use the OddsTrader bet tracker to keep a log of your action. Welcome to OddsTrader, and best of luck.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
Welcome back, Monroe Street Midway, here in the heart of downtown Detroit. Ryan Armani, Braylon Edwards. Fletch is here as well. We got Fish in the house.
In the building. Jeff Iafredi's over there. I see Mike in the background.
Mike is over there. Adam Morency is here.
D-Mac is over there. DJ Tom's in the building.
Jimmy in the house.
Hey, man, we're stacked over there.
A lot of people.
Everybody wants to see me win that three-point contest.
Yeah, right.
That's what it is.
4 o'clock. I think he is one of, if you just take talent, just pure talent, he is the most talent. I'm going to say this. He's the most.
Here it comes.
He is the most talented player that the Detroit Lions have in just pure talent.
You know what? I can't dispute that because right now Jameson Williams technically still isn't healthy and he's not playing.
And haven't seen him yet.
I haven't seen him. I agree.
And so you've got to per se because I think they can use him so many different ways as a receiver out of the backfield. But I would not be shocked to see him have 1,500 yards plus from scrimmage this year. From scrimmage, not rushing and receiving from scrimmage.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the line in front of him. He has a really good line. One thing I've always been interested in, and that's here's going to be a good take for you. You guys ready? Jeff, you ready for this take? I've always been very interested as it relates to Georgia running backs. They are amazing in college. They're amazing at Georgia. You look at Sony Michel. You look at Nick Chubb. You look at what was the guy back in the day? You look at, oh, my God. He played for the Denver Broncos.
Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley's another guy that comes to mind. Noshawn Moreno is another guy that comes to mind. They have these amazing careers at Georgia. And then when they get in the NFL, it doesn't last for long, or they never get off the ground. We've been waiting for Sony Michel to take off for 5 years. Todd Gurley, he came and he went. Nick Chubb, now he's different. He's the exception to the rule. So I don't want DeAndre Swift to fall into that. And so far in his career, he's fallen into that because he's been injured. Now, with that being said, behind this offensive line, having another running back in Jamal Williams be able to shoulder some of that load for you. DeAndre Swift is in more shape this year. He's bigger, he's stronger, he looks a little faster as well. I think this could be the breakout year, but it's going to be about, like you said, how Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson, how they use him in the backfield. How do you split the carries up? How do you use him out of the backfield? Because the thing that will help him this year to really show exactly who he is. So there's a lot of weapons, a lot of talent, and I think, man, if you use the pass to set up the run or use the run to set up the pass, you can do it both. So this could be a breakout year. And what you said isn't far off. I would even take it a step further, Ryan, and say that he's a guy that could be 1,800 yards from scrimmage.
Yeah, and every time we talk about wide receivers, I think both of us seem to forget about Josh Reynolds. Josh Reynolds had a really nice end of the season when he came over here and got acquainted with his former LA Rams quarterback, Jared Goff. We'll see where that can go.
And the good thing about that, too, is not everything that players do translates to the field. Like sometimes players help out players help out the team, players help out coaches, and you can't see that translate on the field. Josh Reynolds is a guy that knew Jared Goff. He knew the offense. He knows how the offense is constructed. And once he got to the Detroit Lions last year, Amon-Ra started playing better. Khalif Raymond started playing better. Jared Goff started playing better. So Josh Reynolds, what he does, you don't necessarily see it on the field out of him, but you see it out of other players.
Let me ask you, too, about just a comparison. And, again, I know I'll probably get hammered for making the Michigan reference.
Who cares?
But I do feel like DeAndre Swift could be a Donovan Edwards-type player for the Detroit Lions. What Donovan Edwards did in the last 3 games last year for the Michigan Wolverines, I feel like that could be a DeAndre Swift-type role this year.
Yeah, it could definitely be. It definitely could be. At the same time, Donovan Edwards is, last year he was trying to find his way, so they were using him in a lot of different positions. I think this year will be a lot more similar to what DeAndre Swift can do out there, because I think this year Donovan Edwards is going to challenge Blake Corum for the starting job, so he'll be getting a lot of those handoffs that Blake Corum was getting with Hassan Haskins last year. Just looking at DeAndre Swift, this should be the year. We've been waiting. This is year 3. This is year 3. Everything is primed and everything is poised. This is the regime that you want. This is Brad Holmes. This is Dan Campbell. This is the coaching staff that you want. You got the team that you want. You went out and got the players that you wanted. You brought back that team last year, that young nucleus, so that you can move in forward. You're waiting to go behind Frank Ragnow. You're waiting to run behind everybody, the Keanu, Jackson, Ragnow, Vaitai. At the same time, you have over there Penei Sewell. Can't forget about the tremendous year that he had last year. So for DeAndre Swift, and I say this with all respect and all love, this is a put-up and shut-up year. Because if he stays healthy, there's no reason that behind this line, behind this center, and behind these offensive weapons, that he shouldn't be looking at somewhere between 1,500 and 1,800 yards from scrimmage.
And if he does that, that means the Detroit Lions are playing winning football. Because, look, if DeAndre Swift has anything less than that, the Detroit Lions are probably playing from behind a lot. And that's not good for anybody.
Yeah, it's not going to be good for anybody because Detroit Lions, listen. Now, everybody out there is like, oh, these guys are drinking the Kool-Aid, and here's another one of those takes from Ryan. He says 10 wins, and now he's got Braylon following suit. Listen, everything is about this. It's what we see. It's what we see the Detroit Lions building to. At the end of the day, I'm telling you what they can be if they are at their best. That is what I am telling you. If they are at their best, you pay Frank Ragnow a certain amount of money because you believe in him as a center. You pay Taylor Decker a certain amount of money because you believed in him at left tackle. You drafted Penei Sewell over Jamar Chase because you believed in him, and over Micah Parsons, shout out to my boy Maz, because you believed in what Penei Sewell can do. You brought in Jared Goff because you believed that he wasn't a Band-Aid. You believe that he was a quarterback, that once he got his confidence back, he could be something special. You went out and got DJ Shark and not Kirk. You went out and moved up to get Jamison Williams. You drafted DeAndre Swift. You kept Jamal Williams. All these things is because they believe in these individuals, they believe in these players, and these players believe in each other together. So with that being said, if you stay healthy, if you play the way you're supposed to play, that leads to winning football, and they could float somewhere close to 7-8 wins.
So one of the things today, too, that came out, Braylon, and I just wish the Lions changed their uniforms. I know it's got nothing to do with what's happening on the field.
Sometimes you got to change your uniform. Look what the Denver Broncos did.
Yes.
As soon as they changed their uniforms, what happened? They went to Super Bowl.
So in Tampa Bay Buccaneers too.
Super Bowl.
And Seattle Seahawks.
Falcons. They didn't go to Super Bowl, but they went to the NFC Championship.
Right. So the Bengals had their white helmet today. They released their white helmet. It looks so sweet, and I'm thinking to myself, I do feel like the Lions missed an opportunity to change their uniforms, because this year they had the ability to change if they wanted under the contract that they have with the NFL, and they chose to stick with their old uniforms. We've talked about that before, but after seeing the Bengals white helmet today, I'm like, oh man, it just feels ooh-wee, as Fish said. I said, damn, man, come on. And now next year they could potentially change again, but I wanted to see it done this year.
You know what? Too much change too fast is not necessarily a good thing. I think that the Lions have changed a lot of things. I think the Lions are working in the right direction. You know what? Let's have a good year. Let's see change. Like let's add nuances to it. Like you want to keep dropping a little bit at a time. You know, this year they got Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
See, this year's Hard Knocks. So the Lions have this year. They got Hard Knocks. That's something new. They have a good year after Hard Knocks. Next year, you got a window. Guess what? Next year, now you drop a new uniform on them. Now you change it. And guess what happens the year after that in 2024? Oh, you got the you have the NFL draft, which will be right where we're standing right now. To be here and it'll be over there at Harts Plaza. So you don't want to give them too much sauce too early. Think you take Hard Knocks this year? You drop the uniforms next year, and then the NFL draft 2024.
Words of wisdom from the great Braylon Edwards.
That's
you
right.
want more words of wisdom? We're going to get to that next. Braylon, Bill Belichick doing something that I don't think has ever been done in the NFL in recent history. Tell you what that is. But first, a message from Gypsy Vodka.
Gypsy Vodka is amazing. They are Michigan distillers, so you got to support them. Adam and my Michigan State guys, they get it right, but they gave us something special. Introducing the Mulligan by Gypsy Vodka. 8% seltzer, and believe me when I say it is 8%, so you got to tread lightly. The Mulligan is amazing. 3 flavors. I'm talking iced tea, I'm talking mango, and I'm talking about the strawberry. It is smooth. I've had it on the golf course. I've had it in the backyard at barbecues. The stuff is good. It goes down smooth, and it's just relaxing and chill. You want a do-over? We'll get the Mulligan by Gypsy Vodka.
Detroit's downtown summer playground is back. Open all summer long, the Monroe Street Midway. Enjoy roller skating, free Wi-Fi, food trucks, art installations, and so much more. Don't forget to take advantage of the basketball court, putt-putt, and, of course, family programming all summer long. All art installations are done by Detroit artists, and it's a fun, safe event from people 1 to 100. Go to deckedoutdetroit.com.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard.
Corner, jumper,
Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Academy of Warren, brand new state-of-the-art sports dome. Field house has regulation basketball court, volleyball court, and soccer field. Also can be used for 7-on-7 football. So many features in K through 8, AM and PM latchkey, small classroom sizes, and a learning street, amongst many other beautiful features. Enroll today at academyofwarren.net. Academy.
Oh, you know what? So I was
Academy. You were just singing.
I was
La
over.
La Land over there, Bray.
You ever see that movie, The Switch Up, with Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman? Where
I haven't seen
they
that.
switch roles, and you seen it, Jeff? And he asked him about the dinner song when they switch roles, and he goes from a bachelor to his boy who's married with kids, and they have a dinner song. He's trying to sing the dinner song. He's like, "Sing the dinner song, Dave." He's like, "The dinner song, it's time to eat." He's making stuff up. No, but what I was going to say is, man, you know what it's good to see? It's good to see kids outside playing.
Oh, man.
I'm so tired of seeing these video games and Discord and these chats and Fortnite and all this BS and these skins. It's good to see kids outside getting back to the basics in life, man. That's what I like to see, man.
Monroe Street Midway, downtown Detroit. Rocket Mortgage has this place
Support
down
outside,
here.
baby.
Absolutely. Braylon Edwards, 4 o'clock today, is going to take a couple of shots. We have a contest running for anybody that's down here. You can win $1,000 if you beat Braylon Edwards.
We got a check around here somewhere. We can prove.
Do. Here we go. Here's the check.
We can look at that.
I don't know if you can see this or not. Is there a 2-shot anywhere?
There you go. Look at that. See that right there?
3-point contest winner.
$1,000.
$1,000.
And this isn't like semi-pro. This is real money. It's not just a big check. We have real money behind it.
You can shoot the 3-ball.
Yeah, if you can shoot the 3-ball.
You can win $1,000 today. Get here before 4 o'clock. Braylon, has Bill Belichick jumped the shark?
You know what's funny?
Let me just, for people that don't know this, New England Patriots are not going to be naming offensive or defensive coordinators for the upcoming season. Bill Belichick made it official. He is not going to replace Josh McDaniels, offensive coordinator, who has left to take the head coaching job in Las Vegas.
In 2010, Bill Belichick did the same thing. They did not announce an offensive coordinator, and they went 14-2. Now, they lost in the second round of the playoffs. They lost after the bye week. But they've done this before, and he's won. And I heard this earlier today. It could be an advantage and it could not be an advantage. A lot of times with offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, what do you know about them, Ryan? You know their tendencies. So if you're a team playing offensive coordinator, you know that on third down they like to do this. You know when they cross the 50-yard line, they like to do that. You know when they're backed up, they like to do this. You know when they have certain formations, they like to do certain things. But if you don't have a guy to get a beat on who's calling the plays or whose identity or whose tendencies should I be looking after, that comes as a surprise, and I think it catches the defense off guard. So that could be an advantage for Bill Belichick. The other side of it is this. I have never won a Super Bowl. I have never been a Super Bowl winning coach, and I think it's so easy a lot of times to look at a guy and say, oh, challenge what he's done or challenge a call that he's made. If Bill Belichick, the winningest coach in the NFL, in the history of the NFL, if he believes that this should work for their team, if he believes that, you know what, we don't need an offensive coordinator. We can run a little bit of this. We can run a little bit of that. We'll use this guy. We'll use that guy. He's done it enough. He's done it long enough. You're talking about a guy that won 3 Super Bowls with the New York Giants. Talking about a guy that won 7 Super Bowls with the Patriots, and he's been in 10 Super Bowls. So with that being said, if this is what he feels he needs to do to get it done, who am I to judge? Because last year, 2 years ago, everybody started judging Bill Belichick because he had a bad season. It's like, oh, Tom left. Tom left, it's over. It was Tom, it wasn't Bill. But they didn't tell you about all the guys that they brought in free agency that set out of COVID. Then what happens last year? Last year, they won 8 games in a row because he had the defense down pat, because he had Mac Jones playing at an elite level. So with that being said, you want to question it, but you can't because it's Bill Belichick. So with that being said, he's done it before. I'm going to just sit back and I'm going to watch the show.
I will question it. It feels dumb to me. And I think the reason why it feels dumb is because who he has there as offensive assistants. Matt Patricia is apparently going to be the play caller.
He's an O-line coach, but
that's where I was going to go with it as well.
Yeah.
So he's got his offensive assistants, former coach of the Lions, Matt Patricia, former coach of the Giants, Joe Judge.
Yeah.
Joe Judge is the quarterback's coach.
Yeah.
Matt Patricia is the offensive line coach. Yet Patricia is going to call the plays. How will that work? If you're spending all your time with the offensive line, what about spending time with Mac Jones? I just don't know. It just feels so jumbled to me. And anytime,
But Patricia's not the quarterback coach.
It says he's the quarterback's coach right there.
I thought it's O-line. He's doing both.
No, Patricia is the offensive line coach, senior football advisor.
Exactly, offensive line.
Yeah, Joe Judge is the quarterback's coach.
And that's what I said. I said, if you said Patricia's calling plays, he's the O-line coach.
I know.
He doesn't have to talk to Mac Jones. Mac Jones is talking to Joe Judge.
I guess my point would be, don't you want your whoever's calling the plays to be 24/7 with your quarterback?
I think maybe it's a mixture of both. Maybe one, he trusts Mac Jones, because I don't think that Josh McDaniels and Tom Brady were floating around all the time together. I think he floats around with a little bit of both of them. Obviously, Tom Brady's the best quarterback of all time, but he knows the system. He's doing it for a reason. You can't argue with Bill Belichick. I think Joe Judge knows offense as well. That's what he did before he was the head coach of the New York Giants. That didn't work well, but he was a good offensive coach. You look at Matt Patricia, it's not too hard to coach the offensive line, especially in a system like that. So with that being said, I think it might have a chance to work. I think we just play and let it wait out. I think Mac Jones, I think this actually says a lot about how Bill Belichick feels about Mac Jones.
I guess perhaps the issue that I have is with the 2 offensive assistants.
Yeah.
Because Joe Judge was a disaster for Daniel Jones. He was a disaster in New York. And Matt Patricia was a disaster here for the Lions and a disaster for the players. Nobody liked him.
They were disasters at head coaches. Sean Payton was a head coach, but he's off as an offensive play caller. He had multiple jobs. He was a head coach and the premium offensive play caller. It worked for him.
No, I know. It worked for him in New Orleans. Sean Payton was a great coach. What I'm saying is those guys are bad coaches.
Yeah, bad head coaches. Romeo Crennel was a defensive guru. Romeo Crennel is arguably the best defensive coordinator in the history of the NFL. He became the head coach of Cleveland. He was a bad head coach. He's a great defensive coach.
Matt Patricia was the defensive coordinator for New England, a defensive coach for the Lions.
Yeah.
How will he transition to be the offensive guy?
It's the offensive line. These guys are around football so much. They're around football so much. They've been around Bill Belichick for so long. They've been around offensive linemen. All you do is watch film, you get it. It translates over. It really translates over more than you think. When you get to the NFL, coaches aren't teaching technique. Like the technique that you learn in teaching players technique, and this is how you get off a block, and this is how you swoop behind the line when you pull to the right on this play. They teach you that in high school, and they teach you that in college. When you get to the NFL, you should know what the hell you're doing out there, and I think that's how they're going to coach these positions. Is you should know what you're doing. I'll teach you the schemes, teach you the plays. You guys do it. Boom, boom, boom. Boom's and Bob's your uncle, as they say. Bob's your uncle.
Hey, one thing I want to see if we can agree on this. I will respectfully
I like not
disagree
agreeing with you.
Yeah, I respectfully disagree with your take on that. I don't think New England's going to make the playoffs this year because their coaching situation is all jumbled up.
I don't think they're going to make the playoffs because I like the Dolphins.
Well, that's fine. I think we should agree to not talk about Deshaun Watson until a suspension comes down because Mike Florio, Pro Football Talk, put out a tweet that says the Browns are quietly bracing for an 8-game suspension for Watson.
Right.
We have heard an entire season. We have heard 4 to 6 games. We have heard 8 games. Can we just wait and see on this one at this point?
One, yes, definitely, because I'm tired of listening to other people.
Yeah.
Because I already told you what it's going to be. It's going to be a 6-game suspension. There'll be an appeal, and he's going to get 4. That's what it's going to be. But everybody's trying to, it's a year. Now it's 8 games. At the end of the day, I told you what it was going to be, and I'm sticking there. But I do agree with you. I'm tired of going back and forth. Like, why are we speculating? Why not? Why can't people just why can't people just relax and be chill? I think everybody wants to be right. Everybody wants to get it right. Just sit back and wait. Eventually, before the season starts, the NFL is going to have to let us know what they're going to do.
Yeah, and then, staying around the NFL, the 49ers officially gave Jimmy G permission to seek a trade. I don't know where he ends up.
So what's he been doing for the last 6 months?
Right. I mean, he's had to have been doing that. I don't know where he – I don't know.
Mayfield, that's the perfect landing spot. They don't want to bring Baker Mayfield. They didn't like what he represented in Cleveland. They didn't like what he was talking about. They didn't like Baker Mayfield in Cleveland. They didn't like the fact that he wasn't a leader. They didn't like the other things. Oh, well, let's send Jimmy G out here. They don't like the fact that Jimmy G is a guy that you can win with and not because of. They didn't like the fact that he didn't win the Super Bowl. They didn't like the fact that he's just a guy on another bum that didn't work out for some other team, and now we pay him money. Now it doesn't work out. Now we're still behind and actually even further behind. So I get what Pete Carroll's doing.
Any chance that Jimmy G ends up with the 49ers? Stays in San Francisco?
No, because Jimmy G is an amazing dude. He's cool. He's a team guy. You've never heard anybody say anything bad about him. But at the same time, they've moved ahead. I mean, they've moved on. Like, they've moved on. It's like it's like a relationship. Once you move on from a relationship, it's over. Like, look, you put all your bags in this new woman. You went and said, hey, this is my new girl. This is my new thing. This is it. I'm getting married to her. It's over. That ship is sailed. This is where I'm at. Then that other wife, she's like, okay, cool. Then I get the hint, and I'm moving past that. I'm moving on. Then you find out, and I stole this from ESPN.
I love this.
Then you find out that, by the way, the new wife can't cook. Now you're trying to go get that old thing back. Like, hey, this new one, she can't cook. Are you still available? I think that's what you're seeing in San Fran. And San Fran's letting Jimmy go, but Jimmy's not going to come back because the cooking is not bad for them.
That was the best analogy I've ever heard in my life.
Hey, man,
I love you for it.
I stumbled through it, but you get what I'm saying.
My God, we are live at the Monroe Street Midway in downtown Detroit.
Yes, we are.
Having fun on a Friday. Look at this place,
It's vibrant, man.
All right, we got a 3-point shooter here from the corner. Off the back iron. Off the back iron and out. Unbelievable.
Okay, chick getting your chick hard.
Splash.
George Blaha.
Guys, we're going to take a break, come right back. But before we do, a message from my bookie.
Oh, yeah. Aaron Judge or Shohei Ohtani. Who's going to win the AL MVP? You know you want to go to place that bet? Go to mybookie.com. It's the best place to place your bets. Make sure when you sign up, you use promo code Woodward, and MyBookie will match your first deposit. Win big at mybookie.com. We're talking about the Lions. Are they going to win more than 6? Are they going to lose more than 6? Well, guess what? Go to mybookie.com and find out. Michigan Gambling Hotline, if you have a problem, 1-800-270-7117.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Hello? Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
It's Feldman's Carmageddon. We're putting an end to high prices during our 4-day super sale. Only 3 days left to shop thousands of used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Hurry in. Only 3 days left.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Welcome back. Hour number 2 of the program. Ryan Armani, Braylon Edwards, live from the Monroe Midway. Monroe Street Midway.
Think Monroe Street.
Man. I just I gotta get. Sorry, everybody watching on YouTube. I gotta get a little water in. That sun keeps following me.
That's because you're a likable guy, man. The sun sees you shining, man. It wants to get some of your shine, you know what I'm saying? I'm over trying to get charged up.
Look at that.
So don't you hate this? Let's talk about this for 2 seconds. Don't you hate when let's say Apple or when Android or insert technology here, they switch over chargers and they come up with new ports or new backs.
You know, there's a law. There's a rule. They're trying to change the law on that.
Because it's not fair. Like, you spend all this money. Now I got to go buy another piece. Now I got to buy an adapter to plug into the new port so that I can add my old charger to the port. It's just too much. I feel like rest in peace, Steve Jobs. I feel like once Steve Jobs passed away, Apple got very lazy because they lack creativity. This right here, it's insane.
Well, I believe there is some sort of legislation that's trying to be drawn up to have a universal charging port.
It should
because you got to get so many different things going on.
Like, just look at this. It makes no sense.
Not right. Not right. Braylon, I wanted to ask you about this because this was in the news. Still trending as one of the top headlines. Charles Barkley in the news. Watch out. That's all right. Uh-oh. Hey, now. Charles Barkley in the news. He did meet with Greg Norman, who is the lead representative for the LIV Tour, golf, the Saudi-backed LIV Tour.
Trying to get them to shoot that way.
He's going to play in a Pro-Am, apparently, or at least working on playing in a Pro-Am, and maybe partner up with that organization. And he called out all of the selective outrage. Let me just read some
let's do it.
Quotes from you from Charles Barkley. So he says this is all selective outrage. In a perfect scenario, I would love to do both, TNT and LIV. I don't know how Turner's sponsors are going to feel about it. I know there's going to be some blowback. So he has other sponsors. What he told them.
Shoot that way. Don't shoot on that side, shooting this way. Shoot this side that way. Because if it hit that speaker, it's going to be a problem.
That's what's up. They checked with me talking about his speakers, sponsors. When I told Subway, Capital One, and Dick's Sporting Goods, I said, wait a minute. I haven't signed anything. I haven't met with the guy. Let's let this thing play out before you all call me upset. I told Norman, listen, they're making up words like blood money and sports washing. We have all taken blood money, and we have all sports washed something. So I don't like those words, to be honest with you. That's the quote that's really getting all the heat. We have all taken blood money. If you are in pro sports, you are taking some type of money that is not from a great cause.
He's 100% right. There have been deals done with the NBA, the NFL, the MLB, the NHL. Insert corporation here. I mean, there's plenty of corporations to insert in there that have done deals with less than reputable individuals, whether it's China, whether it's Asia, whether it's Russia, whether it's whoever. Now it's Saudi is working with Liv, working with our players over here. We know this to be true. Everybody have iPhone, anybody have Nike Jordans, and the list goes on of things. So what Barkley's saying is true. It's just not a fun take because people don't like to admit when they've done things. People don't like to admit when they've been a part of things. Plus, in this new day and age, 2022, everybody likes to argue. Everybody likes to act like they're you-know-what doesn't stink. So the Euro step is working for Giannis, and it's not working for Joel Embiid. You're not watching that. You're watching Charles Barkley because he's funny. He keeps it real. He goes at Shaq. He goes at Kenny. He keeps it light. He keeps it entertaining. And that's going to be the same thing that you'll get out of Charles Barkley if he's on the Live Tour. They'll give him surface information. He's been golfing since the 80s. So Charles Barkley knows golf. He understands golf. He knows the rules. He knows the finite points of golf. He's going to be a field reporter. He's going to be out there having fun around the money. And I damn sure can't wait
for the most part.
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch of guys.
Pat McAfee.
I could reel off. Pat McAfee was a punter. I don't even know if you call him a player.
He's
entertaining as hell. You can sit there and read off all these stats and swing your you know what at me that you know this or you know that. But if you're not entertaining, it doesn't resonate. Charles Barkley will resonate with a golf audience. Charles Barkley will resonate with a football audience, with a basketball audience.
Hedge funds.
No doubt about it.
You name it. I find that when I talk to people, when they talk about me doing shows, whether it was ESPN, whether it was Big Ten Network, whether it's what I do fun, whether it's where I'm home at now, which is Woodward Sports, when I'm listing stats, I'm telling you about, last year Aiden Hutchinson had 14.5 sacks. It's the first time that a Michigan player said, blah, 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 blah. They're like, we get it. It's cool, blah, blah. But when I tell in-depth stories, when I have fun, when I'm laid back, when you and I are up here kicking and cracking jokes, that's when they enjoy my presence. That's when they enjoy my visual the most. Yeah. And that's Charles Barkley in spades.
Without question. Yeah. Braylon, I will say this, too, about this whole Live Tour. They are getting exactly what they want with all of it's like a slow trickle of information because of how defiant everybody seems to be about accepting the fact that these golfers are leaving for this money and they're trying to bash that tour. I get it, but it seems to me like selective outrage. It really does to me. You are choosing to be mad at this. So go ahead.
That's because when you hear Saudi, you instantly think Middle East. When you think Middle East is American, you start to think about 9/11. You start thinking about all those things. They tie the Middle East together as a whole, and then they don't. It doesn't allow them to see past those things. And I think that's the biggest thing is Saudi, Saddam Hussein. You think about the Middle East. You think about the Taliban. You think about Osama bin Laden. That's where they can't get over. They can't get over that part of it.
The Enes Kanter, who is now Enes Freedom,
basketball,
taped a phone conversation that he had with NBA Commissioner Adam Silver where he was talking about China and Kanter, but you can't take $90 million from some golf league.
You know why? It's because, and I've said this before, when you deal with the NBA, it's a shield. When you deal with the NFL, it's a shield. When you deal with the MLB, the NHL, it's a shield. Fans follow teams. They follow brands. So for the NBA to do a deal with China or the NBA to do a deal with Russia or the NBA, even if the NBA was doing a deal with Saudis, it would be looked at as the team. And it's not a selfish thing because it's the team, and how dare we talk about our team that we've been cheering for 80 years or our franchise or the league we've been supporting for 70 years. When you talk about individuals, then people want to get judgmental because now it's how dare Henrik Stenson go take blood money from them. Right. How dare Cameron Smith go take blood money from them. Right. How dare Dustin Johnson go take blood money from that Saudi league. Right. Because now it's individuals and you can point out one person. That's the difference.
Without question. Guys, we're going to take a break. When we come back, more from the Monroe Street Midway.
Monrover.
That's right, Braylon. Braylon's got to get his wing ready, too. I mean, he's got I want to ask how you're feeling about this three-point competition that we're going to have.
Get into it,
We'll talk to you about this three-point competition we're going to have. We'll do it next. But first, a message from
SMA. The sports marketing agency helps spread awareness about mental health as well as addiction. The new podcast, This is the F Word. F Word standing for fentanyl, talks about mental health. It talks about addiction. It talks about just having the conversation. Sean Jordan and his people over there at SMA, they do an amazing job of opening up the conversation lines of that.
To starter homes, we will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
Ribbit. Big Frog.
Big Frog in the building.
Get a free Woodward Sports t-shirt. That's right, a free Woodward Sports t-shirt all month long. I said free at Big Frog in Novi. Just stop in. Tell them we sent you. They will print you one on the spot. Go to Big Frog in Novi today. Get your free t-shirt. Visit them online as well. BigFrog.com. Novi.
Ribbit.
You like my get-up over here, man?
I'm about to kill somebody on this basketball court, man. Can y'all keep the balls over there, please? God damn.
We got this big speaker now so everybody can hear what we're saying.
We're giving these individuals a chance to win $1,000. They're about to knock the speaker down.
They're going to use that $1,000 to pay for a new one.
Exactly. I tell you what, if that equipment goes down, deal's off the table.
Right, that's a good way to do it.
You got to deal with stick. I tell you what, you'd rather deal with me than stick. I promise you.
So, Braylon, tell us once again, in about 40 minutes from now, we are going to do, 45 minutes from now, we're going to do this basketball contest.
Let's do it.
What's happening with the basketball contest?
So what the basketball contest is I myself, I go out there, I set a baseline in the beginning. I try to make as many as I can in 30 seconds. Now that becomes the baseline mark. If you beat that, then you have a chance to go against whoever else beats that mark. And the winner, 30 seconds worth of shooting threes, the winner of that contest then gets a chance to go head-to-head with me for a chance to win. I'm talking $100 bills, dinero, moolah, all that money. It's summertime.
Mucho dinero?
Hey, mucho dinero, my friend, mi amigo.
Oh,
I don't know about you, but this is, the summertime is the perfect time.
Jimmy King came to play today.
To get some money in pocket. I see him over there.
Jimmy King came to play today.
I said, hey, you're not ready. You're not ready. So that's a friend of mine.
There's some people down here trying to challenge you, man.
I love it, man. You know what I'm saying, hey, man.
How many do you think you can make? I mean, if you
30 seconds.
If you make 3,
what?
No, I'm just saying. If you make
disrespect.
No. If you make seriously, think about.
If I make 3, I'll walk home.
No, seriously, think about 3 in 30 seconds.
Yeah,
that's a lot. Do you have to get your own rebound?
No, I ain't get my own rebound. We got people to rebound. Like we'll have people rebound for other people as well.
Where are you going to shoot from?
The 3-point line.
No, I know, but where do you have to shoot in the same 3-point?
No, you can shoot wherever you're comfortable at.
Where are you comfortable at?
I like the corner.
Do you want to practice?
I made like 3 shots, and that's all I need.
Do you want to go practice right now?
On camera?
Yeah.
Hey, man, whatever you – but then they can't turn the cameras around. Oh, we can go back there. Y'all can see me in the back.
You see Stick back there? You want to do that?
Hey, sure, why not, man?
Or you like to stay in the cool? I don't want to ruin your mojo.
Well, you already put me on the spot.
All right, I put you on the spot. Jeff Frady, come over here. Sit here. Come here. Or Fish, one of you guys, come sit here. I'm trying for the people. Look, I'm trying to do this for the people. To wear you out. I'm trying to wear you out.
Hey, Braylon.
Look.
Braylon, use this one.
Braylon, use this one. I'm trying to wear you out right now, so I want you to get under the tent. One shot, Braylon. Let's see. Here we go. Pressure, Monroe Street, midway.
Oh, that's close. That's close.
Okay. Okay, what do you think of the form there? I thought it was good form. It looked good from the way it left your hand,
hey, man,
right?
That's all that matters, man.
It looked good.
See, I know how to bring people in and set you up. You know what I'm saying?
You want me to try now?
Go ahead. You do your thing.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Let me see what you got. Make sure your stuff stays. What you got, Ryan? I think we should have did a best of 3.
Ryan, shoot from the corner, though.
Shoot from the, yeah.
Yeah, we just want to get a great shot of the greatness.
Hey, I think we should do like real 3-point line. Shoot from the back there. Shoot. There you go. NBA 3. There you go. It's going in. Oh! There we go. That's my guy. That's my guy.
Let him know.
Never came out the game.
I always knew.
Never came out the game.
I told you.
That's my guy.
I told you. They didn't even know.
I said it was going in before it dropped.
Woodward Sports did not even know that I had game. They would have had me in there.
They got the wrong guy shooting in the contest.
What's up? That thing was light. You like that? He didn't even know.
Hey, you know what? I was behind the 8 ball from jump because even if I would have made it, I would just be like, oh, you should have made it.
They even called the spot. They said, no. You should gave you
preview.
A preview of what fun you can have here downtown in the center.
Deep.
In the center of it all, right? I mean, this place is awesome. Yeah. It is awesome. You've got roller skating, roller blades. You've got basketball hoops. The kids even have a basketball hoop over here on this side.
They got a smaller court over here
where they can like dunk on the rim and stuff like that. Connect
can you dunk that rim?
Mini golf, probably not.
Probably
not. I can't get up like that.
Last time I checked, though, a 3 is worth more than a dunk. So
that's right.
I take you on my team any day.
Oh, I'm telling you, man. This place is just so great. The mini golf. I mean, you walk in for free. Coming up anytime you want. We're here till 4 o'clock. Braylon's got that 3-point contest.
I don't know, man. I might have to concede and let you do it.
No, that's somebody would have a problem with the contest rules. You know, we get sued. This isn't what the contest rules said.
As opposed to 1,000, we'd be giving out 10,000.
That's right. Braylon, I want to ask you, get back to sports here if we can. Major League Baseball All-Star Game, the lowest rated game in Fox's history.
Ooh.
Why do you think that is? I mean, this game was star-studded. It was Los Angeles. It was, Clayton Kershaw getting the start for the Dodgers.
Going 3 up, 3 down.
Shohei Ohtani.
Got picked off.
Why is baseball, why is that game turned out to be so low rated for the network? The lowest rated All-Star game ever on Fox.
Now, I can't tell you exactly why I think it had the lowest ratings, but what I will tell you is this. It's just long. Like we talked about this, you and Maz did a good job of talking about this last year during the October Classic. Mm-hmm. It's so I gotta watch again from 8 to 11:45 till the game's over, and you know the games are always close, so you know you really don't need to watch until the 8th, 9th inning. So I think that they're just so elongated with commercials and sponsorship. Not to mention it's a sport that nobody's already watching anyway because basketball and football are the head of the table. So they got to do something about I think the length. Because I think if it's quick, because it was exciting. Mm-hmm. Like I think the NFTs that they did before the game started, the NFTs in the middle of the field was amazing. The digital things that they did, kind of like Hollywood. Obviously, they're in LA, Tinseltown. So they did an amazing job with that. I think the Home Run Derby did an amazing job with the T-Mobile stage and all that. All that was fun. But the game itself, the Derby itself, they were so freaking long. I don't have that long to watch the All-Star game.
And honestly, it was a boring game, too.
Boring as hell.
3-2 game. I don't think there was a run after the 5th inning.
All of that happened in the same inning.
Yeah.
It was like 2 runs happened in the first 2 innings, and then the 3 happened in the 3rd inning. And it was it.
And look, there were a couple of guys dialing up to 102 on ad. I mean, it was 102. I don't want to see the pitchers do it. I want to see these guys mash.
I will say something, though. I do have to give some credit to what Fox did in terms of getting the pitchers engaged in talking on the mic and pitching. Because, man, what that boy did for the Miami Marlins is amazing. I always forget his name. Alcantara, I want to say is how you say his name. And then you see, as you say, exactly where you're going to go. That's got to be amazing. And then Cortez gave the fans a show with the wacky-tacky wind-up. So some of it was good, but I just think it's far too long.
There will be an edition on MLB Uniforms next season. What is it? Are you cool with it? We'll talk about it next. But first, a message from the Folding Warehouse.
Oh, man, right down the street in Hamtramck. Oh, my God. My boy, Chris and Noni Hut. They do an amazing job. They had us out there where I believe me and my partner right here, we took home the trophies of the Woodward Sports Folding. Hey, that's what we do out here. You saw my boy hit the jumper in the corner. Folding Warehouse, it's amazing. It's a place you want to go. Summertime, wintertime, it doesn't matter. They do it right over there. You can even bring your own food. And guess what? They have a vending machine there. It's called the Mystery Beer Machine. I actually tried it out. Put $1 in and see what comes out. Mine was code 45. No surprise there. Check it out. Unlimited open play or $120 land reservation for up to 10 people. And like I said, that beer mystery machine, that's the one. Yo, go down to Hamtramck right now. Have a good time at the Folding Warehouse. It's like football. It's like bowling. Guess what? It's folding.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh, wait, it's 2 for $4. Got to double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Kroger's, and if you want to know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
Ciabattas, summer salads, and dip shakes. All at Big Boy. Try a chicken club, chicken cordon bleu, or sunrise ham and cheddar. All on our grilled ciabatta bread. Or keep it light with our Michigan apple, chicken Caesar, or Greek salad. And don't forget to cool off with a frosty hand-dipped cookies and cream or strawberry shake. You heard it here first. Summer just got better.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Hey, I love it here at the Monroe Street Midway, but check it out. You know what will be better right now? Planet Fitness. You know why? Because your fitness is essential with Planet Fitness. Not to mention, they got air conditioning. It's amazing. But now, in the summer, select times, I'm talking about from now to August 31st, kids that are ages 14 and 19, you get to work out for free. I don't know about you, but I keep hearing the word free, and I'm in love with it, the 5-finger discount. High school kids, go down and check it out, man. You get to work out for free. It is the Hydro Massage Chairs. Also, it is the home of the judgment-free zone. Nobody wants to be judged when you work out, whether you're working out or not. You're just hanging out, having a good time. Go to Planet Fitness, where your fitness is
essential. Only $10.
Only $10, baby.
Wow. How about that? No judgments.
And free for 14 to 19.
Judgment free. Barry Sanders here on hand. What's up, Barry?
Barry used to be on that wall, man.
I know. How cool is that?
I miss him on that wall.
Barry Sanders walking on by. Saw Jimmy King, too.
Man, he's right there. He's in front of you.
Sweet. What's up, Jimmy? Braylon, next year, Major League Baseball uniforms will have advertisements on them. We saw it with the NBA. We saw it with the NHL. I believe United Wholesale Mortgage was on the Red Wings helmet. Flagstar was on the Pistons jersey. Not sure what the Tigers will have on their jersey next year. I actually hate the Nike swoosh. Oh, it's going to be Little Caesars? Oh, you hope. You hope. That potentially could be. But I hated the Nike swoosh on baseball. For whatever reason, baseball uniforms to me should be clean.
All uniforms should be clean. I hate when they do it. To me, there's only one thing that deserves to have a commercial marketplace for sponsorship, and you guys know what it is. It's NASCAR. Outside of that, I hate jerseys that have that stuff on them. I remember when LeBron and them, I still was in Cleveland when it happened. It was Goodwills. It was Goodyear. I think they're on their tires. Jerseys were meant to be jerseys or classics. You complained the other night, said you didn't like the All-Star jerseys. Now,
I did not.
Now, I disagree with you, but at the same time, I appreciate looking at a Detroit Tigers jersey because you see the history in it. When I look and see a team this year, I see Lou Whitaker back in the day. I see Kirk Gibb back in the day. I see Mickey when he was young. When I look at the Lions, I can see Barry Sanders. When you have all this advertisement space, now you got Little Caesars here. You got Papa Romano's. You got Dunkin' Donuts. You got Planet Fitness. Now, I love Planet Fitness, but I don't want to see it on my jersey.
Right.
I don't want to see it during the games because now it looks like an All-Star game. Now it looks a little bit confusing. Now it just looks like it's
junk.
not – yeah.
It looks like junk.
It looks cartoonish.
It does.
It looks very cartoonish.
And I know a lot of soccer uniforms have it. Like,
what is that called? A kit? The soccer jersey. See, I knew Fish would know. It's called a kit, but I expect to see that on a kit. Like, that's been a very long time in the making. Like, when you start things new, and I understand change happens, and change happens fast, but don't change things that are perfect.
Everything seems just up for sale.
It is.
Everything is up for sale. So, again, we're sitting here, and I keep going back to this live
Let me buy that jump shot.
Yeah,
how much for that jump shot?
I keep going back to this live tour just because of all the hate that it's getting from the people. But everything is for sale.
Yeah.
Why must Major League Baseball do this?
Yeah.
Are they that hard up for cash? Are these organizations that strapped financially to where they need to make a couple of $1 million a year or whatever the course may be to have the ad on the jersey? It takes away.
The money goes up.
It takes away the purity of sports. I feel everything's now about money. There's nothing fun anymore.
It is, but the money goes up. Like, just imagine you're a sponsor and let's say you're sponsoring the Detroit Pistons or the Detroit Tigers, and you bought up a great deal, obviously owned by the Illich family, which started Little Caesars. What if you're Little Caesars? You know what I'm saying? Let's say we didn't have attachment to them. You're Little Caesars. Now you know that Little Caesars is going to be on jerseys. Now you're inclined to buy commercial space. Now if you're inclined to buy commercial space, now you're also paying the NBA or playing the MLB. So it's all about money. If I can see my product, if I can see my name, if I can see Dunkin' Donuts on the Detroit Pistons jersey, now I'm inclined to buy more commercial space during the time that the Pistons play. So everything is about money, and the more you show a commercial, the more you show sponsorship, the more you show corporations, they're like, shoot, I'll keep paying money if I can see myself.
How much is too much? I mean, at what point? Sorry, my towel's blocking my microphone here, guys. Looking like the Iron Sheik a little bit over here, I know. But
Sheiky, baby.
But I mean, okay, so they'll give a little now, and then do they give a little next year and a little after that? Can you have a logo on the pants?
I asked her the same thing. I
mean, it's ridiculous. What's going on in the Woodward chat? Let's read some of these.
That was a good joke, by the way.
I think they're just entertaining themselves. I do believe that a lot of these guys, Lions Rumble 81. I want to give you some credit. Before I made that shot, he said, Ryan's gonna knock this down. I think the guys back at Woodward Sports are having some fun right now too. Just on our little Woodward Sports text, Jeff Iafredi, Woodward Pistons is shook right now. Nick Leach, Ryan, the Pistons just slid in our DMs. They want to know if you can make some tryout. Adam Baydoun, legendary moment.
Hey, Baydunski.
Spencer Raxter, Ryan, you are a bleeping legend.
Hey, what do you say, bleeping? What's bleeping?
No. He did not say bleeping, but we do have kids here at the Midway, and I wanted to clean it up a little bit for them. Little did DJ Tom T know that he was going to bring 2 towels here.
Oh, you stole it.
And I took it right from his hands.
That's why he's been in the shade.
I said, Tom, I need this towel here. This looks good, doesn't it?
It's called a hijack situation, baby.
That's what it is. Braylon Maz is out today. I have not mentioned Tom Mazaway.
I mentioned him once.
He's at a wedding today, and he sends his regards. Yeah,
that's a Mazzo nice right there.
Oh, nice. Family wedding. So he's doing that. He'll be back on Monday.
Will he?
That's what he says. He says he'll be back on Monday.
Maz might enjoy this break, man. Maz might just say, you know what, I ain't coming in Monday.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see if he does that. Guys, going to take a break. Come right back. But first, a message from Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac. They got new cars. They got used cars. And they got that 2023 Corvette Z06 on hand on Wednesday, July 27th. Next week, we are going to be broadcasting live from Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac, located on Michigan Avenue in the great city of Dearborn. All invited. We welcome you out there to take pictures. Come check out that Corvette Z06, 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. An industry leader. Come on out. Maybe even if you don't want to buy that car, come buy another car. Come say hello to us. Check us out, lesstanford.com, lesstanford.com. Find new roads. Find them. Find them. Find them. lesstanford.com.
And at home. We're there with smarter security solutions, featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with
Improve your edge by finding the best price on every game from sportsbooks in your backyard. Take advantage of the numerous sign-up bonus offers to pad your bankroll. Dive into key game statistics, player performance, and even account for the projected game day weather. Best of all, you can use the Odds Trader Bet Tracker to keep a log of your action. Welcome to Odds Trader, and best of luck.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
And Alta up. Time matters. Alta Equipment has everything you need to get the job done. Have a bog project coming up? Alta Rent has you covered. Call them today. 844. Stick.
Adam Morrison. I was like, didn't he play basketball?
Morrissey. We got Jimmy over there,
Gonzaga.
DJ, Tom T, Maddie. We got Abe over there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people coming out.
Vibing,
Kicking.
Oh,
look at that.
You saw the jam?
I told it to you.
You did. He looks like LeBron's youngest son.
Speaking of LeBron, did you see what LeBron's team is trying to do?
I know you ignored me when I just said that, though.
LeBron's youngest son.
Yes.
And it led me to my next question about LeBron.
You still ignore me. Okay, what is it? I'm messing with you.
I don't know what LeBron's youngest son looks like.
Like that.
Like
that. All
right,
right, go ahead.
LeBron James, by the way, news today that his team is trying to copyright the phrase "shut up and dribble."
No. Now, which team? His
team. His personal business team. He wants that
oh.
phrase. He wants to own that phrase now.
Why not?
Right.
It's smart.
Right.
If the Ohio State can copyright "the" in Ohio State, then he should be able to copyright "shut up and dribble."
Well, what was once meant to be a slam at athletes voicing their opinion on certain topics, whatever, he is now wants to own it and turn it into a positive.
It's kind of like the N-word, right? Essentially, it's not necessarily positive, but, we took the negative in that, we took it for ourselves and blah, blah, blah. But with that being said, I like it. I like the fact that, I can't remember the lady's name for Fox.
Laura Ingraham, it was 2018. I read the story just before I came up here.
Yeah, that female, I'll be very polite because we're on there and there are kids listening. But when she made that comment, it sends shockwaves, good and bad. The people that supported that, you want athletes to stand up and have a voice and use their platform. But when they do, you knock them down a peg and you say, hey, just shut up and dribble. So the fact that he's now using that and making it his mantra, owning the copyrights to that and using that, that's basically throwing it right back in Fox's face, throwing it right back in her face, throwing it right back in anybody's face that doesn't believe that you should have a voice as an athlete. And I think it also gives, you see all these young kids out here. You see these young kids, they are the wave of the future. And if they can see the message that LeBron James said before them, was like, look, they told us.
Jackson just quote retweeted him 5 minutes ago and said, my boy, 100-100. Is there any doubt that Lamar Jackson, we talked a little bit about this yesterday, that Lamar Jackson will get, not only should get, but will get more than that 230, maybe even more than the Deshaun Watson 250.
Lamar Jackson's going to get a $300 million deal. The thing is, he won't get it this year. He'll get it after this year. And the reason why is this. The Baltimore Ravens have already showed their hand. They haven't paid him. They haven't re-upped the deal. They haven't done it. They were the only team that took the chance. And I guarantee you, this is just my thought process, Ryan. I don't know this to be true, but I know this to be true in my head. They were the only team that took a chance on Lamar Jackson because everybody else passed on him, correct? So now now the Baltimore Ravens, they want some type of loyalty. They want some type of, we took the chance on you when nobody else did. Give us a discount. Give us a different rate than you would give everybody else. And Lamar Jackson's like, the hell with that. Nobody else is out here giving discount. Josh Allen ain't never run MVP. Don't worry, I'll wait. I'm sitting here. I'm waiting. Josh Allen hasn't won MVP. Kyler Murray ain't won no MVP. Deshaun Watson ain't won no MVP. None of these guys have won MVP, but these guys are getting paid. So I think that the Baltimore Ravens have already showed their hand. He's going to make $20 million this year off his rookie contract. He won't want to play for the Baltimore Ravens. He finishes this year, makes $20 million, may win MVP of the year because their offensive line is the #1 offensive line in the NFL. May win MVP, and then next year he can go wherever the hell he wants to. So I don't think the Baltimore Ravens are going to get a deal done before the season, and I don't think the Baltimore Ravens are going to be able to keep Lamar Jackson because they've shown their hand, and it's a disrespectful one.
$300 million, a lot of money. I mean,
but Patrick Mahomes has a $490 million deal, so stop it.
Yeah. Over how many years?
10.
10 years. So it's a 40. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at 40, 45 million easy. I mean, it's hard. But again, I don't think, and again, I hate making statements like this.
Then don't make it.
Well, because, no.
Well, then don't say you hate it. Just make it.
No, I hate it because you can't prove it right now today.
What is that?
Patrick Mahomes will not win another Super Bowl.
He already won one. It doesn't matter. That one that he won is worth that $400 million they got.
That he got. But I think when you pay, just looking from an organization standpoint, that is a big difference between him and Lamar Jackson. When you pay the Hall of Famer, it's a tough balancing act.
Ryan, I get all that, but while the Baltimore Ravens have been BSing in the corner, while they've been dancing around, paying everybody else, paying this DB, paying this offensive lineman, not paying Lamar Jackson.
DB, I think that's funny.
DB, when they've been paying all these individuals and not paying Lamar Jackson year after year after year, it slowly but surely got to 5 years. So if they can't pay him after 5 years, when the hell can they pay him?
Well, there's no doubt that he's quite honest with you. Because heaven forbid something happens on the field this year, it's going to be a long road to get your money. That's what I believe.
Yeah, but then you also say it was like, well, I mean, but if you pay that guy a lot of money, how are you going to pay other people? He's waited 5 years. It's time for him to get paid.
I don't care about paying other people. No, I'm just saying I don't care about other people getting paid. I'm saying it's harder to build a championship team when you pay the quarterback so much money.
Well, it's also hard to build a championship team when you don't have a quarterback that's worth that much money.
That's right. That's why you have to strike when the iron is hot with that rookie deal.
They blew it.
And they did blow it.
And they blew it because he's not going to play this year. Mm-hmm. He's going to take his $20 million, which is a good chunk of change to play for, and then next year he's going to kill the game. I mean, I talked about on the show the other day. It's like the Aaron Judge deal. Like Aaron Judge, they tried to pay him this year. They tried to give him a little, pay him. So they knew what was coming. So they said, if we pay him now, we're not going to really have to break the bank per se if we can get him before the season starts. Well,
yesterday, the phrase that you mentioned yesterday, I think both things can be true.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson deserves his money.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson should be paid the money. It's just it's a very difficult situation. It's the reason why I wanted the Lions to draft a rookie quarterback last year, because Jared Goff is no Hall of Famer, and he is making $30 million. At least those two guys are Hall of Famers.
Yeah. This is true.
It
is a very true thing, but they messed up, and he snuck and got to the end of the contract. And that's what you get for doubting Lamar Jackson. That's what you get for allowing the narratives that analysts that don't know what the hell they're talking about or, guys that break news say, well, we haven't really seen if Lamar Jackson can be that type of quarterback and lead you to a Super Bowl and win in the playoffs, and can be not authentic, but can he be a legitimate passer as well as run? They've been saying that since his rookie year, and people have fed into that narrative. Year one, I take that back, from the draft to year one, to year two, to MVP year. They still are talking it. And I believe the Baltimore Ravens have fallen into that trap of listening to set analysts, and now it's going to cost them not only money, it's going to cost them one of the best players in the NFL today.
Absolutely. Don't disagree with that. All right, guys, we're going to take a break. Final segment of the show coming up. But first, a message from Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Come to Lady Jane's for an award-winning haircut experience and register for a chance to win a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win the car of your dreams from Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac. Lady Jane's haircuts for men. No appointment necessary. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
It took exploring 50 different formulas and hosting countless taste tests, but we believe Gypsy Vodka is the smoothest vodka on the market. Don't believe us? Ask the owners.
We're Mike and Adam Kazanowski with High Five Spirits Distillery. We're in close to about 1,200 locations throughout Michigan. We wanted to create a brand that was geared more towards freedom, love, adventure, and at the end of the day, we really wanted to tell a story that inspired other people to take risks, follow their dreams, whatever that might be.
Hey, this is Mr. Kearney, Chief Academic Officer, Academy of Warren. I want to welcome you to the brand new field house. The state-of-the-art facility has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, soccer field. It can be used for 7-on-7 football. Our K-8 academic features AM, PM, latchkey, small classroom sizes, Learning Street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Houghton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, K-8 athletics, and more. Enroll today at academywarren.net.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991? Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
OddsTrader.com is the number one site for your game day bets, play-by-play updates, live scores, and the best price for every game on multiple sportsbooks. That's right, I said multiple sportsbooks. So for your favorite players, for your favorite parlays, for your favorite teams, the bets you want to make, just go to OddsTrader.com because they got it all. OddsTrader.com. Now, after you go to OddsTrader.com and you win your cash, why don't you go ahead and take it on down to Chili Peppers Tanning Salon. Join the Chili Pepper Club at Chili Peppers Tanning. You'll get all the best deals, plus they will beat all competitors. I'm talking all competitors. No other tanning salon around can do what Chili Peppers does. $5 off if you join with Chili Peppers Salon. Chili Peppers has the hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, and the darkest tans. 26 locations and more on the way. Chili Peppers Tanning Salon.
You ready for this, Bray?
I'm ready, buddy.
Big boy ciabattas, summer salads, hand-dipped shakes, all at Big Boy. Try a Chicken Club. Oh, try a Chicken Club, chicken cordon bleu, or sunrise ham and cheddar, all on our grilled ciabatta bread. Or keep it light with our Michigan apple, chicken Caesar, and Greek salad. Don't forget to cool off with that nice hand-dipped cookies and cream or strawberry shake. You heard it here first. Summer just got better at Big Boy.
Big Boy.
As I go.
I donate to Wicked Awesome, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Wicked Awesome charities, baby.
You got that? Oh, losing some papers over here. Hey, let's do some Maz videos of the day. Can we? Without Maz, do we have the Harbaugh? We'll do this on the fly. Do we have the Harbaugh? You guys let me know. We'll have a little fun. All right. Time now for Maz's videos of the day. No, I have not been drinking. I'm just drunk with heat. Here we go. Jim Harbaugh in the dunk tank. So there you go. Angelique Shingelis there getting Harbaugh down in the dunk tank. Very good. I like the community team building aspect they're doing over there in Ann Arbor, Bray. I mean, Jim Harbaugh looks like he's having a lot of fun with his guys.
Yeah, the good thing about it is, man, Angelique Chingalis, she's been there for a long time. She was Lloyd's girl, but she's really Michigan. She's the angel of the big house, as Maz so likes to call her. But it seems like, and we talked about with Jim Harbaugh, look at the summer that he had. His family overseas, his family having a good time, his daughter doing the real while he was at the airport, and then, rapping the Eminem songs, lose yourself in the moment. It's just having a good time, and his players are responding to that. My nephew Micah, I asked Micah, I said, why are you going to Michigan? Why do you want to go play defense in Michigan? I said, because he's got all offers from all the SEC schools and a bunch of schools around the country. He said, simply put, I like the energy here. I like what Michigan is doing. I like the positions that they have. He said, I like the camaraderie that they have. So I think in the last 2 years, Jim has done an amazing job of building that camaraderie in Ann Arbor, and I think the players you're starting to see it with the players. The players love being there. Players talked about the open door policy that they experienced last year. It was different from past years. It was different from previous years. It was more of a professionally run type system up there. Now, guys can go in coach's office, including Jim Harbaugh, man, and he's letting these kids have fun. I thought that was Andrew Wiggins right there for a second. Hey, Jeff, I thought that was Wiggins. So, no, but it's just a good community that they have up there. And the guys are having fun, man. They want to be there, man. Same thing we talk about, Dan Campbell, when you want to be at a place. Because, you know, you didn't hear about a ton of guys transferring this year from Michigan. In the previous years, Michigan has led the transfer portal. Going into last season, they had 34 guys that entered the transfer portal in the previous 4 years. You didn't see that this year because guys like that and they want to be there. I think it was 2 guys that joined the transfer portal.
Yeah, I just really like what they're doing this offseason. And I think the next 2 years of Michigan football are going to be really good. That's a pretty good window as well. You know, the next 750 days or so on the calendar should be pretty good for Michigan football, or at least we hope. Lane Kiffin's daughter tells him what she spent at Zara.
Ooh.
Here we go.
I don't even know what to do. Presley?
No.
How much was it?
I don't know. 721. Dad, stop. I know you're
$721.
You just told us.
Pretty good stuff there. Lane Kiffin is another one of those guys, man, that's really, SEC coach. He's been everywhere, and he'll get those boys going.
FIU, SEC, USC. He's been a lot of places, man, and he's a good coach. I just think Lane has unorthodox styles that I think previously to NIL, previously to transfer portal, I believe he was having some issues and things like that. But now that NIL is legal, now the transfer portal is legal, Lane's a guy that every player that I know that has been around Lane liked him. It's just necessarily did the boosters like him and did the schools like him. But now he's definitely that type of coach that you need in an NIL with these young kids, and then with the transfer portal. Lane Kiffin was built for this landscape of the NCAA right now.
Yeah, so good stuff there, guys. What a day it's been down here, and this is my first time at the Monroe Street Midway. I've seen it on television. I've seen it in stories, news reports, and everything. But until you experience it, you really don't understand what it's like. I mean, I drive by it a lot. It looks cool, but to be inside these fences, essentially, and to see the basketball courts, to see the smiles on the kids' faces. Like I said, a number of basketball courts, mini golf over here, some families playing Connect 4.
Connect 4.
How about that?
Look, I'm telling you, man, I wanted to get – see, it's a little hot now. Maybe I'll come on another day when it's not so hot. But I want to get after – or maybe early in the morning, maybe like 11 o'clock, maybe like at 10, 11. I want to get on that Foursquare, man.
You like that?
I was Foursquare champ at the Boys and Girls Club. Hey, Stick, I'm trying to tell you, I got to spend too. We can get 2 square whenever you want, Stick. We can get 2 square. 2 6'4" guys playing 2 square. I want to see it.
And I want to thank Planet Fitness as well. They sent us a bunch of water bottles to send down and give out to all the kids down here who are hooping it up and having some fun. And now it's almost go time, Bray.
You remember Hoop It Up? Do you remember Hoop It Up? I know Stick does. Stick, you remember Hoop It Up at the Palace in the parking lot? Yeah, remember Hoop It Up? Oh, man, those were the days, man. Yeah, I'm ready, man. So I'm about to shout out to whoever supplied that Midway bathroom, because that is the best spot in there. The air conditioner in there is amazing. I am about to go in there, use the bathroom, stay in there for 5 minutes, get some air, cool off, and I'm going to come up here and heat it up.
Look at that. All right, Bray, good stuff out of you today. Thanks to the crew down here at Woodward Sports. Everybody for getting us on. We apologize. We got on a little late, but things happen, and here we are.
Sometimes not always there when you call, but I'm always on time.
All right, they're going to try to win $1,000 from Woodward Sports. All they got to do is beat Braylon Edwards in a 3-point contest. We'll let you know how that goes online. Thanks for everybody for tuning in, making us a part of your day here at Woodward Sports. Tell a friend about us, like the show, and subscribe to Woodward Sports. On our way to 30,000 subscribers on YouTube. We certainly appreciate that number. Woodward Sports forever, baby.
Love you guys. We're out of here.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Hi, I'm John from Better Rate Mortgage, and to me, family is more than blood. That's why I have the biggest family in Metro Detroit. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance and need a loan, come get treated better than family by me and our entire team here at Better Rate Mortgage. We pride ourselves on giving you better advice, better service, and a better loan experience. That's why we are Better Rate. If you're looking for a new mortgage, come get treated like family. Actually, better with Better Rate Mortgage. Visit us at mybetterrate.com or call at 248-480-4467 today.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.